Before I was born, there was one guy in this country. I inherited the asset and liability of my predecessor. I so did. And I've been running with it.
Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them.
So it is obvious now that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not even have our interests at heart. Did you guys hear what he said? Don't worry, I have video clips I want us to see, but just give me 1 minute to say what I want to say before we continue. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said that before he was born, there has been hunger in Nigeria, and he is not the cause of the problem of the hunger and the hardship that is happening in Nigeria today. And a lot of people, a lot of citizens, both youths, old and young, they've given, heavy gbasgbos, like they've badmouthed him, they've given backlash. Even the TV stations like Arise and others, they've also reacted to the statement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I want you all to see the video one after the other, and then I'll be back with the rest of my thoughts. But in the meantime, if you are meeting me for the first time, welcome to my channel. So my name is Lady J, and here is Lady J Corner. Thank you very much for staying with me. Those of you that has been coming here to support this platform. I know I've not posted for a while now. That's because I've been busy, but I'm fully back. So let's keep this channel going. Let's see the videos one after the other. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will be back with the rest of my thoughts.
Before I was born, there was one guy in this country. I inherited the asset and liability of my predecessor. I so did. And I've been running with it. But this government has stabilized, and there's prosperity on the horizon. The quality of life is improving. And I have no control of the population development.
Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them.
That is the president's statement, Rufai. It's not your statement. Did you borrow it? Where did you borrow it from?
Say that I think it's important for us to hear views like this so that we can really understand the thought process, the ideology of this administration. Unfortunately, the president has not presented himself for a proper interview where we can interrogate certain things. Even before he became president, he did not submit himself for a debate to help to analyze, interrogate some of the ideas that he had for Nigeria. Even when he went to Chatham House, he wasn't able to articulate what he had planned for Nigerians. Instead, he relied on teamship, calling on members of his team to respond to questions that were on the minds of many Nigerians. So to be fair, Nigerians don't actually have a clear idea of the plans and directions of the president based on his views. But when he comes out to speak like this, then we have an idea. And what was going through my mind when he was speaking about, hunger has been there before he was born and doesn't have a control of population numbers, I thought, wow, this is it. We are in a critical situation. If the president can speak like this concerning the country, it reminds me of what one of his spokespersons said, Daniel Bwala, when he was saying that, the poor people will always be around, that's why the church has poor people, making a justification for the levels of poverty. And when you hear justifications and excuses like this from leadership, then it means that there is no plan or there is no thought as to how to get to understanding the issues and how to get Nigerians out of this terrible situation we find ourselves. Talking about numbers, I don't know how any government is able to plan without data. And so what we have is estimations and vibes. How it's feeling. It's almost, like how you go and check, let me see the forecast. You have no critical data to analyze and dimension the real issues. How can you talk about population control if you do not even understand the population, the rate of growth of population in Nigeria? You cannot give us that. The last administration, which the president said he inherited, had started conversations around a population census. They said they were not going to do it, they were going to leave it for the next administration to do. Since the last 3.5 years that President Tinubu has come into office, there's been no talks around population census. So we are still effectively planning in the dark. What happens with that is that it does not inspire confidence that we know where we are going as a nation, whether economically, whether planning for the most vulnerable, whether planning for poor people, whether the plans to make lives better for the poor. And that is a worrying situation. What I would suggest as I close is this. The president needs to give us numbers, data on how these policy reforms is talked about, especially the unification of the exchange rate and just final point, unification of exchange rate and the removal of fuel subsidy. To what extent these savings has contributed to more money.
So I woke up this morning to videos on one of the campaign page of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where the page was posting videos of Nigerian students celebrating the NELFund loan, and then the person who posted wrote categorically that if you are not happy about this program, that means something is wrong with you. You should be smiling. And when I saw that again, I thought that it is very important that I address this NELFund. If you've been following me for well over a year, immediately they start this NELFund program, I did a thorough research, asked questions, read and studied about it, and I can say right here that I was one of the first person for this space when begin they talk about the NELFund. And I also want to talk about it again. Now I want to tie a lot of things into NELFund. Like I will continue to advise, if your parents are managing to pay your school fees as at today, please do well to avoid NELFund. If your parents are trying to pay, they are able to pay your school fees as at today, do well to avoid NELFund. It is so disturbing that before the NELFund scheme came, schools, universities were paying 25, 50,000, 70,000 naira, 30,000 naira as school fees. However, with the introduction of NELFund, schools now increased their school fees to some courses 200, 250,000, 300,000, even to as high as 500,000 naira. That's what some schools pay as at today. Now, the first question you will ask, why would you introduce a scheme where go they give loan to students, not a grant, give loan to students and then increase school fees, make it now very difficult for people to be able to pay school fees? So if, for example, 50,000 students, people can go to school, access the tertiary institution because school fees was about 40,000-50,000 naira. With the increment of school fees to 200, 250 to as high as 500,000 naira, instead of 50,000 students to be able to go to school, now only 10,000 people feed a go the school. And even from that 10,000, it is because there is a NELFund loan. That means you have deprived over 40,000 from getting that tertiary education. Because with the way the country did today, how many parents will be able to pay 250, 300, 500,000 naira school fees? But yet, people know the thing. Some people will come on this space and be telling you that, education is not cheap. Like, are you okay? What is wrong for a country that is as rich as Nigeria to make education free? What else do we benefit from this government? What else? A country that can feel free, very comfortable to steal over 75% of the budgets where we they make for the country every year. They steal it and keep it. That same country now they make excuse for that school fees should not be cheap. And you think it makes sense to you? Now, let me address the issue of NELFund. Please, parents, guardians, students, listen. It is a loan, it's not a grant. A loan is repayable. A grant is not. What they are giving to you is a loan. Even though they talk for there, saying an interest-free loan, neither they give, you must know that at the end of your 4-5 years course, you will pay that money back. If you finish youth service, after 2 years, government will continue to take the money. No be free. Now, the question you should ask yourself is this. Let us assume that your school fees is 250,000 naira. That means if you are doing a 4 years course, that is about 1 million naira already, right? Remember, the 20,000 naira that they give una for monthly upkeep, it is also a loan, it's not a grant. You will repay back. So 20,000 naira times 12 will give you 240,000. If you times that by 4 years, that is about 900 and something. So about, let's just say 1 million naira. So 1 million naira for your tuition, 1 million naira for your 20,000 naira stipend upkeep for 4 years. If your course is 5 years, it's more than that. That makes it 2 million naira when you go the owe government, right? We don't also know as time they go to increase your school fees. That means for some people, waiting they go expect them to repay back, go be like 3 million, even 4 million naira, depending on the school where you they go. So I want to ask you, by the time you go to school, you finish, graduate, do youth service. After 2 years, you no get work. May you know say any money will enter your account, government go collect am, because government would not want to know whether you get work or not. We have seen these things play, and if they pay me say Nigerians know the learn. The same thing happened for COVID. People also think say na free loan, for some people they think say na grant, but few years later they realize that interest they enter that money, and they are paying till today, so that you will know that time may you not come they cry, because I dey see many people when go cry you. Una go cry you, because this same government, when they claim say that they give una loan, so you will be shocked that later when you want to start to repay, when you they complain say, oh, wait till they pay for my school fees, oh, now 250,000. Now that time now you go know, say they pad that your school fees, that what people took on your head was 500,000 instead of 250, and you cannot explain. You will pay. If they can pad a whole budget, you think it is your small loan for school, now they not go pad. You'll be shocked that the provision that was made for you, now even half, now that they give you. But when time reach, they go put the cumulative and you will pay it. You go pay, you go cry when you not get work, small thing enter your account, they go collect and you will cry. So if your parents are able to pay your fees now, avoid nail phone. It's a scam. It's a scam. We don't need loan. Make the tuition fee affordable for people. Nigerians will pay on their own. You are not making provisions for job. You are not making provisions for industries, factories, places. Even the policies not favor the private sector, so much so that when people finish, private sector can absorb them. It is not. So please tell me how these people, now when they finish school, how they want to make money, they pay back the loan. It's a loan, student. It's a loan. Even the 20,000 is a loan. Google it, read. It's a loan. You will pay back. They make this government come and punish you. So, with the way this country is going, when our money not they get value, you will now be shocked. That's that when you want they pay back, the money not get value again. So even if not 3 million they give you, wait till you go, they want pay back as at that time, go they equivalent to like 10 million or 13 million. With the way the country they go now, please tell me, without jobs, how would you be able to pay? So that if anybody send you any money as gifts, as you enter your account, they don't collect them. As you enter your account, they don't collect them, because they synchronize them with your BVN. So if you know anybody, parents, call your children and warn them, because most people, their parents go still give them school fees or tuition money. You will still go and collect this loan. Please, students, be wise. If you ask me, avoid this. Nail phone loan is a scam and is not doing anybody any good. We have everything it takes to subsidize education. Everything President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will come with is how to hold Nigerians. Put them for tight corner. Please, Nigerians, tell people who care to know that this nail phone is not to the good of any Nigerian student. Una go cry later, or we go day here. Thank God the internet does not forget. work no dey. Ask people when e be like say they don't go school finish. Some of them don't dey now for over 7 years. Go and ask people. Over 7 years, no work. Some 10 years, no work. How government?
Do you think there's hunger in Nigeria?
There is anger or is there hunger? Which one are you asking?
Hunger, lack of food, hunger.
Okay. There's hunger. There is hunger.
Okay, because the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga, said that he doesn't see hunger. So the concerns is that the president and the people around him don't seem to see things the way you see, and you're the support organization. But the person you're supporting is represented by people who don't see what you're seeing daily. So why are you endorsing somebody who doesn't see the reality of hunger that you are seeing as you interact with the grassroots in your support organization?
You see, everybody only knows what he knows. Yes, perhaps Bayo Onanuga might have said that. But I mean, the president, in every single speech that he has ever made, every single speech the president has ever made, there is one thing it has in common. He always says to Nigeria, please bear with us. We know that you're struggling. We know that you're hungry. We know. But we have to take these measures that we're taking so that we can be able to pull Nigeria out. So Bayo Onanuga making that statement, it's just Bayo Onanuga making that statement. Because the president, when he makes it by himself, he always looks into that issue of hunger, poverty, and the problems that Nigerians are facing on a daily. That was Bayo Onanuga. And he's not the only spokesman of this government. So if he does not see it, because perhaps, he might be in the office in the villa, he might, and that's why we are a support organization. Because we're the ones that see it, and then we bring it up. And we get them. You see, we have to be the connection between the people and the leadership.
All right, welcome back, guys. I hope we have seen the video. So what do you think? Let's interact in the comment section. Do you agree with the president, that's the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that is not the cause of Nigeria problem? It's not the cause of Nigeria hardship and the hunger in Nigeria today, because he believed that even before he was born, there has been hardship and there has been hunger in Nigeria. So why are people attributing the hunger, the hardship that is happening in Nigeria today to the president? He said you guys should not attribute that or tag him that is the cause of the hunger in Nigeria today. That he has been trying his best since he became the president of Nigeria to see how he can stabilize the economic of the country. But to his greatest surprise, some of the citizens are still bashing him. Some of the citizens are still calling upon him that is the cause of the hunger and the hardship in Nigeria. Some people went as far to say that, oh yes, you were the one who promised us. Yeah, you promised us that you are going to turn the country around for good, but right now we're not seeing that happening. Anyways, just let me know what you think in the comment section. I will see you all in my next video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye.